What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the pleb. Oh wait, hold on. Talk for me, Colt.
Yeah.
Yep, we don't hear you. I need to fix that, like, real quick. It's a good thing I looked at that. Really good thing. Okay, talk.
Yeah.
Alright, we're good now. They can hear you. Welcome to the plebcast, guys. It's a good thing I looked at my audio settings first before I went too far into it. Am
Yeah,
I right,
before
Colt?
we record the whole thing and then get mad at ourselves for making another mistake and then delay it till 5 days later again.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would have been fantastic. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
Hold on. I'm messing around with something. Alright, we're fine. Now we're absolutely perfect. Okay, so guys, this is the post MLG CWL, whatever people call it, is not really that
Post
important.
CWL Dallas.
It's CWL Dallas, not MLG Dallas.
Yeah,
It's MLG runs it.
CWL Dallas.
Post CWL Dallas, plebcast. We're gonna talk about the results, talk about things that stood out to us, but I want to get this one out of the way first. Congratulations, Colt. You called the last spot in the land league.
Yeah, I did.
You
100%, dude.
That was your boys over there.
That was clutch. That was clutch as fuck, dude.
GG with an amazing enough losers bracket run.
It was no, dude. It was insane because the beginning of the event, it looked like TGC was like guaranteed their spot, and I literally was telling you in Discord over and over again. I'm like, yo, dude, it's not over yet, bro. If TGC loses the phase and then they lose their first match, or if they lose their losers round, which they did to EG, they don't make it. Like,
my boys dropped out early to the Brazilians.
Yeah, Allegiance. Yeah, they did.
Just had a bad tournament.
Yeah, they kind of did. I heard. Did you hear what happened though to them?
Nah, what happened?
Who was complaining about it? Royalty on Twitter, I think, tweeted out saying that there was something wrong with his PlayStation settings, I guess, and he was Mochilla and Royalty were calling the refs bad because they made him play 3v4 first map, basically, because Royalty was trying to get his PlayStation settings figured out. And so they were bitching at the ref, I guess. which is why they went to losers.
The only thing I remember, like, I heard pro players complaining about, they were saying that there was lag.
Well, I mean, that's a game, you know? But this game, I'm not gonna get into this game and shit. But this game has been lagging lately.
We'll save that for another plebcast.
Yeah, this game has been lagging.
So let's just start out here. We're gonna talk about pool play first. We'll start with pool A. So I'm just gonna go through the results of pool A real quick. Nothing serious, okay?
Yep.
Optic Gaming, they 3-0 Envious, they 3-0 Red Reserve, and they 3-0 Tainted Minds, and they 3-1 Gosu Crew.
Yep.
Envious 3-2 Red Reserve, 3-1 Tainted Minds, 3-1 and lose to Gosu Crew 3-1. Red Reserve 3-0 Tainted Minds and then Gosu Crew 3-1 Red Reserved and 3-0 Tainted Minds.
Yeah.
So sort of messed up our predictions a little bit.
Well, yeah, the Gosu Crew did that.
Yeah, cause we did not take the open bracket team into consideration at all.
No,
we really didn't know who it was gonna be. We just went with the
no. Well, I mean, when you do predictions like that, you can't go with the. Yeah. You have no idea who's gonna come out of open, so you can't.
So
can't judge basis off that.
The standings were Optic 4-0, Gosu Crew 3-1, NV 2-2, Red Reserve 1-3, and Tainted Minds
0-4. Yep.
Wow, did I not really call that to a point?
Oh yeah.
What'd you think of Pool A and the results? Sort of, a little bit what we thought was gonna happen.
Yeah, the only thing that surprised me is Gosu Crew coming out as hot as they did. Like, they came out guns blazing, bro. Like, they looked like one of the best teams on Friday and Saturday.
They had you could say they had more to play for than everyone else because they are
No, they really did. They really did. They were playing for
their
a
league spot.
global pro league spot. Like they were playing to be known as pro players. That's
Yeah.
what they were playing for. And so that like they didn't care about winning the event. They were completely content with going and making the league. And it was looking good up until Saturday. So
Yep. Uh, Optic Gaming, they had a 23.
23-0 map streak until Gosu Crew broke it.
That's pretty amazing, right there within
Yep.
itself.
23-0 map count in since ESWC.
So, Envy, they're struggling.
Yeah.
They're just not
Envy.
having a fun time.
Envy for me is if I just in my personal opinion I don't think it's John. You know, John has his finger, which is probably better by now. He broke his hand or whatever.
John's still outplaying.
He's still I'm not saying it's John's fault, you know what I'm saying? He's still guns blazing, he's still really good. Apathy's he's probably been most consistent in this game than I've ever seen him, honestly. And then what's it called? I think it's Slasher right now. I think it's Slasher. Cuz
Slasher's a good player. My thing with Slasher is I think he just like lets things get to him and he complains too much.
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
I was going to compare him to someone, but never mind.
who are you gonna compare him to?
I don't want to talk about it. I'll tell you after.
Is it me?
No, it's not. Why would I? No, it's not you.
Oh no, you might want to take cheap shots.
No, it's not you.
See, that's just my thing with good old Slasher though. I think he complains a little bit too much. Like he's counting down the days to the next Call of Duty.
No, yeah, and as a professional player, when this is your job, you can't do that. Like this game may be bad, and I even say this game is bad. You know, it's not the best game, but I'm not gonna say I don't complain as much as Slasher does. Yeah. Slasher, wow, that fool complains more than anyone I've ever seen, and I think that's really taking a toll on Envy.
Yeah, I think so too. We both agreed too that if they sort of drop out in the league,
yeah,
they're making a roster change.
Which I know all the details on how LAN League works too. Like, yeah, I can get in depth about that if we really want.
It's like it's 4 weekends in a row where everyone plays their pool play matches, and then the next month they play their playoffs.
Yeah, it's four groups of 4. The top 2 from each pool go to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I think you get guaranteed $3,000 from making the league. Period, and then you fight for like $200,000 extra, and then the playoffs is $500,000.
I heard is first place 500,000.
No, no playoffs alone is 500,000. Like
I
5,000.
heard Maven say it was 1.4 million.
No, that's champs.
Oh, well,
because no, between stage 1 and stage 2, it's 1.4 million. Because it's $700,000 per stage.
Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. Never mind.
But what's it called? Yeah. So top two make it to the playoffs. Third place in pool guarantees a spot into stage 2. The last place from each pool goes to relegation.
The last place goes to relegation.
Yep. And then people in stage 2 automatically qualify for champs. So.
Yep. Alright, so moving on to Pool B. Talk about the results here. E United, they 3-2'd Millennium, 3-1 Cloud9, 3-1 Mind Freak. Got 3-2'd by a Cout TK.
Yeah, that was interesting. Okay.
Cloud9 3-0'd Millennium. Millennium 3-2'd Mind Freak, 3-0'd Team Caliber. Cloud9 3-2'd Mind Freak, Cloud9 3-0'd TK, and Mind Freak 3-1 Team Caliber.
Yeah, so what was it overall like?
United
3-1, Cloud9 3-1, Mind Freak went 0-4.
Millennium second, I think.
No,
Millennium beat TK.
Yeah,
not second. I meant like 2-2.
Yeah, yeah. TK 1-3. Yeah.
So I got that one right.
Yeah.
with E United and Cloud9. My boy Patty P came out to play.
Yeah, shut up. Up until bracket play.
Yeah, up until brackets. And Millennium, just so you guys, in case you guys didn't know, Millennium is
Yeah, infused.
originally infused.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, I was confused when I saw Millennium playing.
Yeah, I remember where Chase DMs me the next day, and he's like, "Wait, Millennium's in this tournament? Oh, they're infused. Okay."
I was legit looking for Swanee, like, where's my boy?
Yeah,
But
that's funny.
this bracket pretty straight cut. Sort of, I called this. You said Infused would go through, but Millennium did not go through.
Yeah,
Because
they didn't.
Aches came out.
They didn't show. Yeah, they didn't show up this. Millennium played bad this event, honestly.
Mhm. TK, they were a shocker.
Yeah, they were.
Which
I
is
think they
always
pissed.
good
I
to
think
see
they pissed
TK
off
around.
United, honestly.
Yeah, I think so too.
United lost
so,
to TK, and they were like, no.
So that one's really simple, clean cut. On to Pool C. FaZe Clan beat LG 3-2. They beat Elevate 3-1. They beat Fnatic 3-1. And they beat Set to Destroy X 3-0. LG beat Elevate 3-1. Fnatic beat Luminosity 3-1. Luminosity beat Set to Destroy 3-0. Fnatic beat Elevate 3-1. Set to Destroy beat Elevate 3-1. And Set to Destroy beat Fnatic 3-2.
Yep.
Now, there is controversy on this. On Twitter, at least, with the players. The Fnatic players believed that they should have been the second place team in the pool.
Yeah.
But
they weren't.
Yeah. I think Merc replied to Sunny D saying it goes by map percentage wins, not map ones. Because if it was map ones, Fnatic would have been second place. But LG had the better map percentage win.
Yeah.
In the end, though, FaZe still came out on top.
Yeah, they 4-0 sweeped.
Yep. Sort of. I told you, I said this in the last week's podcast. I said if I'm not gonna be realistic, I say Fnatic take second place, but I'm going to be realistic and say LG takes it.
Yeah.
Because I believe Fnatic could have done it, and
they were on track to.
In a way, they could have done it, just depending on how you break the tiebreaker.
Yep.
But FaZe looked dominant in their
pool.
match.
Yeah.
Which also I didn't realize this until Sunday. I didn't see FaZe play main stage like one time.
Yeah, they're a featured station team, I guess.
I guess so.
No, but the funny thing is about FaZe for me is they always show up in pool. I don't think they've lost a pool in like even though they were inconsistent Black Ops 3, they haven't lost a pool in a long time.
Yeah. They come out on top of their pools.
Yeah, and then they go to bracket play and they're like, well, because I mean they made it to winners finals, which is good.
We'll get to that.
But yeah, I'm just saying FaZe is meh. I don't know, whatever.
Moving on to Pool D, the pool of death in Colt's opinion, and boy,
was
it. Splice, they 3-2 Rise Nation. Enigma 6 3-0 Rise Nation.
Yeah.
Panda Gaming 3-2 Rise Nation. Rise Nation beat Era 3-0. Splice 3-0 E6. Splice 3-1 Panda. Splice 3-0 Era. E6 3-0 Panda. E6 3-0 Era. And Panda 3-2 Era.
Yeah. I want to... Era's...
So,
I just want to let these guys
quick,
know that Era was the one... Yeah.
Before you... I want to apologize.
To E6?
To E6. They made me eat my words.
Yeah. I got it right, so
but
good.
wait. Catch me in the winner bracket. How about that? I can't seem to get past the first round.
I mean, they played good.
They did play good, though. I'll give it to E6. They played fantastic.
And they also played United. So.
Okay. United lost to Team Caliber.
United also made it to Grand Finals.
We'll get to it. But Splice coming in and 4-0ing their pool. Didn't really see that. I thought Splice would be good. I had them second in my prediction, I think.
Well, I mean, if I didn't say Rise, I was gonna say Splice, but
I mean, I did not think Rise would just go out and completely forget to plug their controllers in.
yeah. Well, if because it was for me, it was like if Rise shows up, they get first. And I still predicted E6 second no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm like either Rise or Splice will finish first. E6 will still stay
I
second.
said Rise and Splice. I thought Rise would actually have a good event, but boy, was I wrong on that.
Yeah, you were wrong.
Uh,
But I wanna say, Era did beat EG for a pool play spot.
they did. That is true.
Yep. So Era, that's why Era's in pools, and it should have been EG, but EG lost. So.
So that's your pool plays. That's your pool result, guys. Just to run through it again, Pool A was Optic and Gosu Crew. Pool B was E United and Cloud9. Pool C was FaZe and LG. And Pool D was Splice and Enigma 6. Going on to the championship winners bracket. We're gonna just go from top to bottom here. Optic Gaming versus Luminosity, 3-2. What did you think of the series?
One of the best series I've ever watched. Honestly.
I'm gonna say this in complete honesty. LG should have 3-0'd.
Oh yeah, they should have 100%. Yeah,
They
without a
choked
doubt in my mind.
They were probably thinking that too after they won the uplink.
Oh yeah, they should have 3-0'd.
They were up big in the hardpoint,
They're up by over 100 in the hardpoint.
and Optic came back.
Yep.
They were up 5-2 in S&D.
5-1.
5-1. Oh, 5-1 in S&D.
Yep.
Optic came back.
Yep.
Now Optic almost did let the reverse sweep in, but once it got to that game 5, Optic closed it out. That's what Optic does.
I just want to say how good Optic search is in this game. Wow, bro. Wow. They are clutch machines. Holy sheesh.
That's all I'm saying about it is Karma. I believe Karma is the most clutch player on that team.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
I'll get more into it in the grand finals.
Yeah. No, but their search. How many events has this been now? Like ESWC, they were dominant, you know, but like Atlanta included, and this event, Optics like clutch factor to come back and search and destroy is insane.
I'm just gonna agree with what everyone on Optic has said. If it's not for Damon clutching that 1v2 against Panda, or that 1v1 against Panda in the losers bracket.
Yep.
I think if they lose that, it's completely different.
Oh, they're clutch gods in search. They know how to come back. They're never out of it, bro. Never.
Alright, so moving on to the next match, Splice Gaming versus Cloud9. Splice 3-1 C9.
Yeah, I didn't watch that. I don't remember that one too well. I didn't watch it.
C9 dominated the retail, and then I think they just got blown out of the water after that.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one too much.
I didn't watch any of the feature station. I was always on main stage watching. So, Colt, if you were watching feature station at all and you know how these matches went, please give a little insight.
What match?
FaZe Clan versus Gosu Crew. It was 3-2 FaZe.
Oh yeah. The only map I caught was like last map where FaZe clutched it out in search, but that's it.
I heard that Gosu Crew's coach or manager was talking mad trash to FaZe and their fans.
Yes, he was. Because Tiffany and Mel tweeted it out.
Yeah. Saying that was very unprofessional.
Oh yeah, 100%, dude.
Yeah.
And they were going back and forth with each other too, FaZe and Gosu Crew were. But I mean that's in game trash talk.
I saw the post play. Clay stood up and let them all know.
Oh no, it's because during the search, like Mox clutched a 1v. Let me just say, Mox's 1v3 was fucking disgusting, but that's not the point. No, I'll just put it to you this way, dude. Did you watch that 1v3 or no?
I did not see it.
This is what happened, okay? FaZe had bomb down on B bomb on Scorch. All they have to do is play the man advantage at that point. They don't have to hit him. They know where he was too. They didn't have to push him at all, okay? Yep. He was on the head glitch where second hardpoint is. Yeah. And so he was on the heady. Someone challenged him, killed him, snakes it, kills the second, and then overdrives and clutches and defuses. And he got up and got in their face after that. And then that's why Clayster got back in his face. But yeah, that 1v3 should not have happened, but he got it.
I mean, I love seeing Clay get in people's face.
No, but yeah, that 1v3 is disgusting. So Yeah.
Next we have E United versus E6. E United 3-1 Enigma 6, and I'm gonna agree with you here. TK made E United mad.
Oh, they did, 100%. I think I honestly think if they don't lose to TK, they probably don't go to grand finals in my opinion.
Yeah. Now this is where my analysis get a little difficult because I went to go see a movie yesterday,
Oh, I got you.
but I did watch the Optic match.
Yeah, I
The
got you.
Optic Splice match. I watched that, so I can talk about that.
Oh, that one was insane.
Yeah.
That one was absolutely insane.
Optic Splice, 3-2 Optic Gaming, and Scumpy drop him 50 on ya. 51 to be exact in a hard
Yeah.
point. You know, when Scumpy's playing like that, you're not beating Optic. It was a close game, and Optic had to come back at the end. They just had to get the lead, and then after that, they just didn't even have to play the hill.
Yeah, I mean, Spice was playing like they were the better team though. Like, Optic won the uplink on Precinct, right? Yeah, they did. And then,
They
honestly,
won it.
Splice played better than them the whole map. I can say that 100%. Splice
Optic
outplayed Optic the whole Precinct and lost.
Optic was on good side first half, and Splice played a good 4 minutes. But Optic got 2 dunks at the end and tied it.
Yeah, it was like the last 40 seconds or some bullshit.
And then Optic scored 7 points on bad side.
Yeah.
Compared to Splice's 2 points on good side.
Dude, just the way Splice was like getting kills and controlling the map, like I was looking at like the mini map and the kills going down and stuff like that the whole time, and I was like, Optic should not be winning this map whatsoever, but they are. Like just the way that Splice is playing and where they're getting kills in position, it should not be in Optic's favor, but whatever, I guess.
Goes to game 5, and Optic does what Optic does. They close it out.
Yep.
FaZe Clan versus United. I did not watch this at all. FaZe won 3-2.
I didn't watch that one either, honestly.
So guys, FaZe won 3-2. That's all you're gonna get on it.
Yeah.
Sending United to the losers bracket though. I think didn't you call that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, and I'm the one that said
United.
I said United would win.
Yeah, I said FaZe 3-2.
Didn't you say you said FaZe would get back to the grand finals, right?
Yeah, I did.
And
We were both wrong on that.
I thought I said United would make
no, we both said FaZe.
Okay, well, whatever. I did not watch this winter bracket finals.
It was Swift 3-0.
Yeah, sorry, I had to talk to my mom there for a
you're
second.
good. No, Swift 3-0.
Yeah, as it's becoming as of late.
Optic 3-0's FaZe.
Optic and FaZe match.
Yeah, they just 3-0.
Which is why I'm happy FaZe did not make it to the grand finals.
Yeah.
But I think if FaZe gets to the grand finals, it's like we said, it'd be 3-0 Optic.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think they have the capabilities to do what United did.
And speaking of what United did, let's touch on that since we're now in the grand finals match. Great.
Yeah.
Best of 5. United has to win 2. Optic has to win 1.
Yep.
The roles are flipped from Atlanta.
Yep.
Game 1 Optic comes out and 100 points club United.
Yep.
250-67.
Yeah, it was breakout hardpoint. I remember.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's like one of Optic's worst maps.
Yeah, they were on another level on that map, honestly.
Then Optic
went up 2-0, won the search.
Yep,
Pretty sure they came back. They came back from
5-1.
like 1-5 again. They came back 1-5 again.
Which is honestly once again thanks to Karma. Karma went clutch. He was making big kills and big plays in that search and destroy.
The thing to me is, and the thing I saw on Twitter, which I agree with, Gunless was honestly like their MVP of grand finals again. You know?
Yeah.
Gunless does what Gunless does. And so it was like Gunless used camo like 3-0 to go at 4-0, had full streaks. And at that point,
you had the match won. Heck,
like
you should have that one.
you should. All you have to do on offense is you know, Gunless and Karma are usually their bomb carriers,
saw,
right?
yeah, Gunless and Karma. I saw Aches. No, I saw Parasite tweet.
Yeah,
Parasite tweet, get bombed down, run away, calling your streaks.
facts. That's all you gotta do. That's literally all you have to do. You don't even like you have the person watching over you bus or whatever, you know, whatever. And so you get bombed down, you back up, you basically play for the players flanking and just streak the fucking bomb. That's all you gotta do.
I think something Optic did amazing though on that. I think it was the second round. Arcity sniped bus, but no one went anywhere that you could see him. So I think they did good at making Arcities put the sniper away.
Yeah. Well,
Made
freaking
him fight them gun on gun.
Optics comeback was legit. Scumpy got an ace one round. Like it was a team ace, but he got the kills.
Mm-hmm.
It was
so
insane.
Optics up 2-0. Then the uplink. That was
E United's favor.
Yeah. What map was that on?
Precinct.
Oh yeah, Precinct. Was that dominating? I don't remember it exactly. Like, did E United dominate that?
I think. Oh crap! Alls I know, that was the map where who was it? Pristini missed the one right off the rip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was my joke for the night.
Yeah.
No, it was like a 2-point game.
Yeah.
No, they did. No. Optic lost by 1 because I remember Karma popped his camo and he slid over the ball, but it didn't pick the ball up. So he basically wasted camo in the final seconds and he missed the 1 short.
Yeah.
So United brought it back. Then they handle Scorch Hardpoint, I think it was.
Yeah, it was Scorch. Sure. I'm pretty sure
they handle it. Then they go to Retail S&D and
Gunless dropped 18.
18 kills.
Yeah.
But
got camo twice.
But on the opposite side, Karma had an amazing search and destroy game.
Again.
And he talked about this. He said he made the play. That's why they lost. I saw him tweet about it. He said, accidentally hitting Trinity instead of my bombardment ping will haunt me for the rest of the night. Because he was in the 1v1 against Gunless. Gunless had bombed down, and Karma was fully streaked.
Yeah, he
accidentally called the Trinity in.
Yeah, he used his Trinity or whatever.
Instead of his bombardment. So that could have.
That's another good thing about using Scorches too, is that ping that you get with it.
Yeah. I was talking to my dad about it, telling him about it. I had to explain to him, you have to control your Trinity rocket. You can't just get out of it.
Yeah. You have to like fire all 3 missiles as fast as you can, or yeah.
Yeah.
Or you just like hover over.
There's no really certain way that you can see the guy on the map.
No, the only way you see him if he's like outdoors, like that red thing pops up or whatever. But if he's inside, you're not gonna see him.
Yeah. But Gunless dropped 18 and 1 in round 11.
Yeah.
And this is I'll touch on this a little bit later in the second best of 5, which we're going to now. Optic come out, win the first hardpoint.
They won Scorch hardpoint.
And
it was like 250 to like 220 something. I don't know, 212, 220, something like that.
And they won the S&D.
Yep.
So Optic's up 2-0 again.
Again.
Then probably one of the greatest games of uplink I have ever seen. Honestly, it was 6-1. Yeah. 6
oh my, yeah, that comeback was wow.
Corinne,
it was 6-1 with like 50 seconds left.
Yeah,
and they yep.
Karma got a dunk.
Yep, and then Karma got the last second one.
Karma used his camo just so no one could see him and got the last second shot. Literally.
Yeah, literally last second. Got a 1. Sent it to overtime.
E United shut it down in overtime.
No, my favorite part of overtime too was it looked like E United was gonna choke. It was funny. They popped the overdrive, and I was like, oh shit. And he missed the one with the overdrive. I was like, yes.
That is true. He could have gone around the corner too to get.
Yeah. He popped the overdrive and hit the fucking building.
He was worried about getting shot in the back, so he didn't get around the corner. And if he would have just gone around that corner, that 1-pointer would have been so much easier.
Oh yeah, that was nerve-wracking. But instead, like what, 40 seconds later, they got a dunk. Yeah, and then at that point,
they scored in 15 on the other side.
Yeah, they got a What they do? Get a dunk again or some bullshit?
Yeah, a quick dunk.
Yeah.
Just because
They slayed Optic off the rip and then got control of their spawn and slayed him again.
Then retail hardpoint, and they beat Optic 250 to 130.
Oh yeah, that wasn't even like a game to watch. Honestly, I was like, wow, I mean, E United to me right now is the best retail hardpoint team.
Okay.
They're the best retail hardpoint team.
Now this is what I wanted to touch on, just because I thought it was funny. You texted me after that map saying, "Uh-oh, this looks scary."
It did. You gotta admit it did.
I know.
I was like, oh shit.
I texted you back saying, "Optics got this," and you're like, and I was going to text you saying Optics gonna win 6-0. If I did not text you that, I don't think I did, but I was going.
No,
to.
you didn't.
But I was calling the 6-0.
Honestly, I will admit, every time I'm like, uh-oh, Optics, you're like, nah, Optics 6-0 every time.
Yeah,
every time.
It's just the faith I have in them.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I have faith. Yeah.
I know you have faith in them too.
I was just looking like a realistic standpoint. Like, this is scary. Yeah. Like, United had all momentum. It was looking rough, dude.
And there's just one word to
karma.
Yep, karma.
Got back-to-back aces.
I saw a lot of pro players tweeting out the best grand finals ever decided on the worst map for search and destroy.
Facts. It was.
I'm gonna win 11-1. I think.
Parasite tweeted out, it is the worst map and it's Optic's best map, so this is over.
Karma, he does what Karma does. He clutches.
He got back-to-back aces, and then like a 3-piece for the game, and then
the 1v2, right?
Yeah.
That 1v2 was nasty. Karma's confidence when he's heating up, you don't want to challenge him. Because I believe once Karma is heating up and getting good, he's that one player you don't want to challenge.
But let me just put it to you statistically this way, though. 11 kills in 6 rounds.
Yeah. That's basically putting your team in the backpack saying, come on, guys. I want to go to
11 kills in 6 rounds.
And I do want to touch on this. Who's your MVP?
Well, I know you say Karma.
I say, because I just agree with what I saw Ix tweet. It's the clutch player.
Oh yeah, it is. No,
it for you.
It is
not the statistical best player. Which, no offense, Scumpy played amazing this weekend.
Oh yeah, the whole tournament. That's why I don't give them crap for giving Scumpy MVP, because the whole tournament he was wow.
Yeah.
Like Scumpy was wow.
I mean, you could have made a case for Formal too until Saturday and Sunday. Formal started falling off a little bit in the games.
I think he fell off on Sunday.
But Scump,
Scump had a good event. Overall, great event.
I disagree with what Ake said though. You don't give it to the stats player. You give it to whoever clutched for your win.
Oh yeah, Karma did that. Yeah. But
real quick, I saw this on YouTube when I watched the grand finals back, just because I wanted to. This guy put in the comments saying this team is so good, but they need to drop Crimsix because he's average now. He's not what he used to be. He's not even a top 10 player.
Crimsix had the top overall KD in search for the whole event.
That's what I wanted to touch on. Anyone who says Crim has fallen off is wrong.
Crim had he was on the top of the KD statistics leaderboards in 2 game modes or some bullshit. He was.
Crim is sort of like Karma now. How Karma was for the past 2 years on Optic. He's the dirt player, or not the dirty, but doing the dirty work.
I feel like Karma still does more than Crimsix does in that.
Yeah, but that's sort of like Crim's not going off. Because in AW, Crim would go off all the time.
But let me put it to you this way. That's the best team of 4 in COD history in terms of players. How many kills do you possibly expect all 4 players to get?
Yeah.
When you have that team.
It's what Nashot said when he was on the team. How do you expect him to get so many kills when
you have Crim Formal and Scump on the same team? They're gonna fucking slay.
and then you add Karma, who's another Slayer. To
How many
it.
kills do you expect people to get when you have that roster?
Them to drop 80? All of them to
Yeah.
drop 80?
Do you want every player to drop 40? That's not the case. One person has to not do as well slaying as the others. It's how COD works.
It's
And
usually Karma too.
usually Karma or Crim. Arguably Scump and Formal are usually your typical,
Optic Slayers.
consistent optic slayers on this team. So, sorry that sorry that this isn't past Call of Duties where Crim and Karma were able to pick up more kills and slay, which now they can't.
Yeah, it's not like they're on Perico
Yeah.
Cole BG anymore.
Envy
You have a
and
designated OBJ within Killa and TP.
yeah, it's dumb. I don't get why people say like, "Oh, this person's fault." No. I think if this person has fallen off, do you think you get to beat him? To any person that says a person sucks or falls off, especially a top am or pro, I'm like, do you think you can beat them? If you can't beat them, they haven't fallen off, and you suck, not them. Sorry, it's just how it works.
So the guy also said that he thinks Krim just is not good at base jumping Call of Duty in his words. I disagree with that.
Crim isn't good at jetpack CODs?
Yeah, that's what a regular person would say, but this pleb said it's space jumping.
Dude.
Crim 6 is good.
Crim 6 has won how many championships in the past 3 years?
Let's just do overall in his career, cause that's still outstanding to win 30.
Yeah, he got his 30th this weekend. But arguably,
world champion.
He won a lot in Black Ops 2 and Ghost, right?
Yeah.
But I think.
But he's sort of
where was it?
More.
Where was he? Where was he at? He didn't even hit 19 yet in AW. He was behind Aches in AW, so he had to pass.
He got 19 at Gfinity in AW.
Yeah. So Aches was still ahead of him. Aches. Oh shit! I'm getting a phone call, and I might have to answer it. Just keep going. Yeah.
Well, we're almost done too, so I could just do the outro. Like, I just wanted to touch on Crim 6 because there's really nothing else we could talk about. But guys, that sort of really has been the sum up for CWL Dallas. Just to finish off what we were talking about with Crim. Crim is not falling off. He's just on a team with two of the best slayers in the world. Within not Karma. Sorry, I'm stuck on Karma. Within Scumpy and Formal. With those two on the same team, you're not going to get big numbers. Look at it like this. Also,
right,
this was Karma. Oh, you're back?
Yeah.
I was just about to say this, and this will be interesting for you if you haven't heard it. This was Karma's first event on Optic with a 1.0 KD or higher.
Oh yeah.